This is my spike practicing. This is how you practice your spikes.
Oh, you can't hear me. My audio's not coming.
What's happening now? You see it?
Glitchy, like I can hear you on the stream, but not on
Sounds like
Discord.
OBS audio. Discord is not having fun.
Why is my audio going crazy?
Testing.
I know the audio is going through, but I can't hear it right now.
Yeah, like right now I can hear.
What?
Might have like a fucky wire or cord.
Noise?
Why is this cutting off? You know what? Hold on.
Like I can hear it on.
Okay, change to this headset. That was super annoying. Some of the audio channels just cutting off and getting mixed up and not liking any USB device. It looks like Smash Audio is going through the stream, so that's good. I was testing out some design courses and kind of make a course for testing out aerials and stuff. You can make these boxes and they explode and reappear. So you can practice like when you're below it. Oh, like that. So I can make a level design for testing the variable use of aerials. Here's another cool thing you can do. This spike practice I was showing you before. You can also put bombs inside of objects that respawn. So there's a bomb in here. I missed. There, you can see it clearly when you hit it. And you can even write it down. We can do switches where you can feel the impact every time you hit it correctly. This switch makes the level move, but then this bumper gets in the way. There's also like a super precise way to attack a bumper without getting hurt yourself. Super precise. I've only gotten it once with Mario, but other characters with disc joints can probably do it easier. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be working on these stages in the future. But for now. Did you ever play the Octo expansion? 10 out of 10. Hmm. Okay. Okay, okay. I hear you. Digital marketing. What is that primarily? Paid search. Hmm. Cool. I like. When you're in cat form, you die in one hit. Ah! There's no audio. Not right now. What do I do? Cool. There we go. Stupid cat physics. No, cats are cats. Is it? Yeah, cats can't do anything. They can't even crouch. See, it's like a little Metroidvania, Metroid Light style game. Kiki. Every day. No, the wind. Go, Kiki. Did they tune this? Let's see. Yes, they did. Pretty. Pretty kitty. Come on. I touched the very back, but it looked like... Oh, it was swimming upwards very, very rapidly. Good observation. can't even touch frogs. This is the cat dungeon, by the way. I've been in a robot suit for so long, and now it's cat only. That's cool. Little speed dashes. Oh. Yeah, the momentum and stuff for this cat is incredibly high. And it's the same with the robot. But you try to just kind of jump for things in normal expectations and you'll overshoot them. Well, that's gonna take a long time for him to turn back around. Okay, great. I need to tempt him to go forward faster and then turn around faster. Kind of annoying. I did this so well on my first try, but not the second try. Speed dash and cat. There we go. The speed is so high and the cat's so slippery. D-pad. It's just really slippery. Like, you expect to be and jump and you're like flying off of things. Yeah, some games do that. I just don't understand why. Why like make things so slippery to do basic actions? It's almost as if they had a more high level sort of execution in mind when they tune stuff, and they had like no respect for the basics. That's what Sonic feels like sometimes. Like, yeah, you can go fast, but can you take 2 steps forward? Whoa! You're like, oh, thanks. I can't even jump forward. And you're like, yeah, I know. Or they make it hard to walk in certain games. And then like they make it hard to walk off cliffs and stuff like that. And you just slip off and you go flying. I just wanted to grab the ledge. Yeah. KK. Is that fish supposed to turn to the right and explode and delay things even further? Really? I don't think these sequences are very interesting most of the time. They usually pop up like every now and then in Rayman and Donkey Kong Returns and stuff, and Mega Man X. Celeste was almost all of this. Not almost all, but it had a lot of this, and it was just kind of annoying. Really linear passages with some weird thing chasing you and forcing you to do really linear things all the time. And then kind of like obscuring things, or because of the speed and the time pressure, things aren't as clear as they should be. And then they kind of like aren't as tight as they should be for how strict they're trying to make it. Like, let's see what happens to this stupid thing when it explodes this next time. Right? Fish is just like, you should be exploding. I got close to the mine, like, you should be exploding. That whole room, the whole other room, the mines were exploding just by me looking at it. And that one, I like get in its face and it doesn't explode. I'm like, really? What? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, is it inconsistent, or is it just more complex than it looks and needs to be? Give me my robot suit. I don't care. Those battle rooms remind me of Flint Hook. Cat elevator. Or cat treadmill. Cool. Oh my gosh. It's awkward. I've never had a game do it like this before. Let me kill this guy first. So yeah, you're a cat. Use jump. No, oop, no! You just jump in the wall and you press nothing, nothing happens. But if you press into the wall, it does a scurry. The scurry always like starts climbing up a bit and then slides down. But every time you jump when you're against the wall, it's always these set scurry amounts. Right? Like this is me trying to scurry and then immediately jump off the wall. Oh wait. So if you touch nothing, it's gonna continue to go up the wall and scurry forever like this, touching nothing, but the jump button. So to get off the wall, you have to hold opposite, and then jump, like that. But you see, like, yeah, it lets you cancel it pretty fast. I didn't quite understand that before. The scurrying can get a little. Here's what's cool about the movement. When you when you shoot a thing in the air, you get like a slight, hover. And when you land in your own explosion, you get even more double jump action. And if you ever hold the jump button, and then you land, you get a pump. So you could do like this. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, rocket jumping. And then you get a double jump on top of that. And then every time you pop off an enemy, you get your jumps back. So you can do like... Yeah, so if you do off the walls, you get kind of like a burst in the opposite direction. That's the most fun part of the game, I guess. And like, it doesn't matter if you get hit when you're in a robot suit, they have so much health. It's gonna be a long climb back up. How many missiles I can shoot before overheating? Oh, really? No, that's not how it is. So it's just a little, like, very straightforward. Oh, I turned on the wind. Nice. It's gonna be fun getting back up. I lied. And I turned off the wind over here. So this is the morph ball equivalent, if you didn't realize. Nah. What's the trick for this one? Nothing? I can save it. Oh! The spawns are a little fast, I think. For like having nonsensical spawns, they just appear like in the floor or wherever, right here, like right in front of you. So like that's a little fast for it being that deadly. That's all that was, really. Oh cool, we're upgrading. This cat, it's got some firepower now. Saving every few steps, apparently. Yeah. Glide. Yeah. We should be able to pull off graphics like these. I was thinking more seriously about Playdate development. Oh, you don't know at all. Wow. Cool. Go to play.date. It's a website. It tells you everything. No! That was the closest. I was like, wait, I'm in trouble. The Matrix. Yeah, it actually temporarily destroyed the turret too. So I'm like, I gotta get out of this one. Yeah, that was very generous of them, and I like it. Shoot you in your little mouse face. I hate you. Ah! I like being a cat. Ah! I held down and jump and it jumped. Come on. It's so annoying. It's a little too fast. That's some nice little bonking physics and stuff. Oh my gosh. I got out of the machine and then died instead of taking the machine hit. Hate this mouse. What the? Well, that's ruined. I kind of wish he had like a more pronounced sound effect for when he was about to go into his laser circus. Oh, the cat that jumped down hops up first. Oh, what the? Yeah, surprisingly. Kill that rat. Enjoy it, fools. Your time is almost up. Yeah, you looking at that website or are you not on a computer? Oh yeah, that too. Storms are brewing over here. Why is it always storming, Norman? Oh man, it costs money. Yeah. Can't have everything. Can't have everything. But yeah, you see the premise and the whole idea there? The very bottom of the page, but it's more important to know what it is. Yeah, just thinking how much of a boosted awareness you might get for releasing something on Playdate. It'd be a small market and you'll have the eyes of some people and you'll have a little player base and you can make some waves, make some interesting small projects. What cartridges did I get? Oh, cartridges are the video palettes I've been getting. Like, you want me to hurt your eyes real quick? Virtual cat. Ouch. Ah, I can't take this. Oh, port. Cool. Cool, I'll fix it. How about the Meowtrix? Can you hear that storming, Norman? Yeah, so Playdate, interesting opportunity. I filled out the form at the bottom that's like, you want to develop? Give us some feedback. So I like a lot of games a lot of the times, but I never think about actually making small games or anything like that. It's just interesting thought, like, oh, I could make my own, whatever. And since I understand it so well, it wouldn't be hard to develop. I actually never considered, like, since I made the D-card games and stuff like that, like what complexity of game would I be able to make relatively easily and like comfortably, so I can just execute a high quality product on time and stuff. Like, I don't think like that. I'm always just like the next ambitious project that'll fail. Did somebody kill my master? I'll kill them. Yeah, Hollow Knight 2 looks like more the same. Which is interesting because they shoved so much content to Hollow Knight 1. Lots of content, just kept adding to it. And they're making a 2, which to me looks like the same exact game, just in more of the same approach. I mean, you think Xbox is going to come out any sooner either? Cyberpunk 2077. You're breathtaking. That guy got so lucky. He made a meme. Yeah. It's so hard. Like, I love action games, and when I see Astral Chain, you know, what I anticipate is very different from how I think I would enjoy it. So, like, I'm not hyped about it at all, but if I saw it, I would want to check it out to see what its action is like. Because I guess I understand a lot of the pieces, but, you know, you just never know. See, everything's like outlined, like every aspect of the models are like blue, silver, and white, outlining their parts, and then there's heavily blue, silver, and white. So it's hard to see. Screen looking. This game, yeah, I'm starting to put all my notes for individual games in a new spreadsheet tab. Kind of like the stuff I would take notes on to write an article about it, but I'm not going to write articles. I'm just going to record brief thoughts into a spreadsheet. And I already mentioned that this game has no health drops or ammunition, so killing the enemies is kind of missing something. Yeah, they're there, and yeah, you're here, but like, yeah, like there's a lot of aspects of the Metroid formula this game mimics and copies and does well, but then there's like so many subtle things, because I feel like the Metroid style games are so simple in a lot of aspects that you gotta nail those simpler parts. Yeah, like you're shooting around and the enemies aren't as aggressive as any of the enemies or most of the enemies in Metroid, so then you're just kind of moving around the environments, and the platforming is not as intense or interesting. They have a couple of like cool rocket jumping parts, but not a lot. So then you're like, yeah, that's interesting, not too interesting. And then all of a sudden when you collect too many, yeah, it's competent but not too interesting, you're like, oh, the game is missing something. Like, those things are what made Metroid really interesting, and if you don't even have enough of those, your game will just be like, yeah, it looks like a Metroid, sounds like a Metroid. And then you're like, why am I even in this hallway? What am I even doing here? If these enemies aren't trying to kill me, I'm just kind of a cat. That's the impression I get. And they gave me a double jump, I thought, relatively early and stuff like that, and gave you way too much health, so it's like really just like my first Metroid kind of a game. Like right now, why am I killing this enemy? I think they locked me into the room, but it's not necessarily. Let's just go check it out. They locked me in. Right, and like, it doesn't matter if you get hit. Unless you're in cat form. One hit will kill you. Like, all is super easy. These bosses are the most interesting parts. Yeah, but it's gotta be interesting. Like, the problem is, if you copy things that were specifically designed to be interesting in a certain way to express a certain idea, and then you take parts of those ideas out, you run the risk of taking out something essential or important for it even existing in the first place. So a lot of what this Metroidvania is kind of just like, oh yeah, you can mix up hallways too, kind of going through the motions a little bit, and sometimes you're like, oh, I got the itch. The secrets they have in this game are like super obvious. They're almost all signposted, and they're almost all like, what's that pipe? And you just go into it and instantly grab a health module, and you're really nothing to it. So like, so many aspects of the game harken back to design you already know, and then it's just so trivialized. I didn't even know I could kill that guy. Cool. It's like, what if you made it the same as that game, like, but none of the enemies could hurt you? And you have a gun, right? A missile launcher, but it's only for busting up rocks or hitting switches. You'd be like, that's kind of missing the point of having a gun. Maybe you should have had something else. I even forgot I had this power. I haven't used it in forever. Man. That's what I'm talking about. That little air dash. Forgot I had it. And like, when they make the, kind of like New Super Mario Brothers DS, if you make the power-ups too plentiful, it kind of weakens the whole thing a little bit. Where like, before you're like, oh, I better keep it, and you just lose it and instantly get another one, you're like, oh, okay. You always run the risk of, working against some of the stuff I mean, every design decision you make runs the risk of working against something you've made. That's the hard part. And there's no charge shot in this game, which I think is fine. I like the missile cooldown instead of having, but then that just reduces the need to have ammo, and that reduces the need to like go to where enemies' deaths are when you kill them, and that kind of reduces the need to get a little closer, and you just kind of spam a little bit more, and just like lots of little things like that. You're like, oh, okay. I played a lot of making the Metroidvania part, a lot of devs have been pretty competent at that. Boxy hallways, make them reroute themselves a little bit, you got yourself a Metroidvania. Oh, so they're still good at I thought the bubble was an enemy. Yeah, tried to get me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, missing something. We're like, yeah, our boy had this, man, our boy, yeah, they raid my stream. Like they give you so much firepower at the beginning of this game, and the enemies are also so very basic anyway. That's what kind of mean like trivializing stuff. Like you can't make them too powerful too fast if your enemies are just basic. So like be careful, and then I just feel like everything's just like kind of like sure give it to them whatever, like not whatever. But you know their mini bosses are pretty good, and the controls are pretty good, even though it's a little slippery for my taste, and you know everything's well done. Just not interesting and not complex at the same time. Like the secrets are, like I said before. Oh look, kind of like Rayman Origin secrets. Oh look, they want me to go here. I went there. Whoa!